Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from Austin, Texas. Matt Zahab here from cryptonews.com. It's day 2 at Consensus 2024, and I'm here today with Justin Melillo, founder and CEO of the one and only Mona. To get things started, can you tell us a little bit about Mona? What inspired you to create Mona, and what is its mission?
Absolutely, yeah. Thanks, Matt. So Mona's mission is to accelerate the growth of the open metaverse by building tools and protocols that help creators and developers thrive. So basically, we're a platform where anyone can upload and tokenize an immersive world, a 3D digital asset, a game object, an avatar. You can then experience those assets all in a web browser using WebGPU, WebGL, and then you can buy and sell and trade these assets as well and bring them with you across to other platforms. So my background is in 3D animation, visual effects, previously at DreamWorks Animation, and then Magic Leap, which is a big AR startup. And so I started Mona in 2021 when I saw that there was a huge lack of support and options for 3D artists like myself to be able to tokenize and share my work in really high quality. So that's really what led me to start Mona in 2021.
How does Mona, you just brought up artists and creators, which I love, how does Mona support artists and creators on this platform?
Yeah, well, our tools are all completely free for artists and creators to use to upload and tokenize their work and then sell it. We have the marketplace that's dedicated to the creation and discovery of 3D on-chain digital assets. And through the Mona marketplace, we always honor creator royalties. That's something that's really important to us as a platform, is that creators get paid in perpetuity for their work. So if you purchase a 3D collectible on Mona, you're always supporting the original creator who minted that work. So things like perpetual royalties for creators, helping creators bring their assets across to other games and experiences, and also supporting true digital asset ownership. We're big proponents of securing digital human rights for the future of the internet.
How does Mona differentiate itself from other NFT platforms and open metaverse companies and ecosystems like yourself?
Well, one of the biggest things is, when we started Mona in 2021, the other metaverse platforms that were available, the only options were platforms in which you had to buy land to get access to them. Land was very expensive and it's very finite. It's kind of this artificial scarcity imposed on its creators. So a big differentiator is that, when you think about Metaverse and you think about Mona, there's absolutely no concept of land. We actually place all of the value on the creative merit of the assets that are being built. So a creator can build an entire universe and they don't have to pay anything to upload and mint that and sell it and use it. So things like there's absolutely no land. It's totally free for creators and developers to use. And then again, the marketplace is really geared specifically for 3D assets. If you look at other NFT marketplaces, you're seeing literally in OpenSea. I love OpenSea, I love Blur, I love other platforms, but there's no place right now on the internet for a 3D artist to tokenize their work and then for people to go and discover really incredible 3D objects that are tokenized. So Mona is that place. And then I would say the last thing is our focus on interoperability. Still today, many platforms talk about interoperability and ownership of assets, but there's still lock-in, there's still walled gardens. And so with Mona, when you tokenize an asset as a creator, or if you're a developer building an experience, you have true ownership over that, in that you can take that asset and bring it with you to any other game, any platform. Could be web-based, could be mobile, or it could be for spatial computing on the Apple Vision Pro or Quest. You actually own your assets and you can actually bring them across with you to other games.
So cool. Can you share some recent Mona successes, milestones, news, anything that's popped off or will be popping off with us?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this year was our 3-year anniversary, so it's crazy. It's been 3 years on this journey with Mona. Earlier this year, we launched Tom Sachs Rocket Factory. So we work with Tom Sachs' team in, I think, one of the most ambitious metaverse projects, where Tom Sachs actually built 1,000 unique planets, virtual worlds, all hand-built, that are live on Mona. And then there are also nearly 7,000 space station apartments as well. So that was a massive, massive project that launched this year. I'd say other milestones include, revamping our 3D object marketplace and then launching our SDK, which just went live last week and is available to use for hackers in HackFS during ETH Global right now. So we're hosting many hackathons. The devs are now building games that you can bring these assets across that are fully independent games.
So cool. Last question here, Justin, and then we will wrap up. the future and trends of VR, AR, the NFT space, digital art. You guys are at the forefront of it. What are you seeing? What kind of trends do you expect to pop off, come to fruition over the next weeks, months, years?
Yeah, I mean, I believe that as we transition more to this era of spatial computing, where we're interacting with content, interacting with computers, interacting with the internet in a more three-dimensional context, using headsets, using our hands more, using eye tracking more, 3D objects, 3D digital assets are going to become the most valuable asset that is going to be available. And, if you pay attention to what the next generation is doing, the amount of hours that kids are spending in platforms like Roblox, Fortnite, people are just so much more used to now owning and creating and trading digital assets, 3D objects, more than physical objects. So I believe over the next 5 years, 10 years, 3D objects are going to become more and more valuable. And we're just going to continue to see hardware infrastructure improve and get better and better, so that spatial computing experiences will just improve more and more as the years go on.
Folks, what an interview with Justin Melillo, founder and CEO of the one and only Mona. As always, go check him out, go give him a follow. And if you are a 3D artist of any type, want to start dabbling in digital art, go check him out. Give Crypto News a follow too. See you guys on the next one.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Done.